Dyrol Johnson, the Gospel Herald, RazzandJazzSports.com. I'm here with WPIX sports anchor, Dyrol Joyner. Dyrol, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. We've got a great game on hand tonight. You've got UConn coming in, the hometown favorite, taking on Michigan State. Michigan State fans, they travel very well. Tom Izzo, we very well know his resume. This guy's trying to get back to the Final Four.
What do you see happening in this game today?
Well, if you look at both teams are scorers. Michigan State showed me something the other night when they went up against Virginia. Their defense stood out much more so than anything. Everyone was talking about their offense, which averages around 80, 88 points a game. But they did a great job defensively, contesting shots, getting in the passing lanes. I think you see a lot of that today as well.
Which team do you think, UConn or Michigan State, would have the better chance of winning it all if they went to the Final Four?
Looking at Izzo's record, I have to go with Izzo. He's got the experience. He won one back in 2000 with Martine Cleaves. He's looking to get there again. If he goes to the Final Four, he'll become the 6th coach to reach the Final Four at least 7 times, and he's in some pretty good company right now.
So let's talk about you. You have a very impressive resume. You've won 2 Emmys. What did that feel like when you won your first Emmy, and then when you followed it up and won a second one?
Well, you know what? It's a sign of accomplishment. It shows that your peers recognize what you do, they respect it, and it's also a pat on the back because, as you well know, in this industry, here today, gone tomorrow. But if you're recognized for a job well done, and plus, you know what? The parents like it as well. They realize that the investment they put in you is paying off, and it makes a nice little piece in the trophy case.
Now, you were a letterman in basketball yourself. When you're watching basketball, do you get those
come back again? Yeah, I do. You know, you always want to go back for one more year. I've got another year of eligibility left. I want to go back and see what I can do now. But, you know, I'm well past that. The mind is willing, but the body isn't able, as they say. I'm well past that as far as years are concerned. But, yeah, you still have the tinge to get back out there and lace them up and, you know, drive to the basket. But those days are well gone. But at least I'm close to the game with what I do for a living right now. And that's all I need right now.
And tell us a little bit about what you do at WPIX.
At WPIX, a sports anchor as well as a sports reporter. I cover all the events, as you well know. We just had the Super Bowl here back in February. We're now covering the NCAA tournament. We've got opening day coming up with the Yankees and Mets. What else? We've got hockey with the Rangers and Islanders and the Devils. We had the Stanley Cup here about 2 years ago when the Devils played the Kings. So it's just been a whirlwind of activity. We had the All-Star game at Citi Field last year. So it's just been crazy, but you know what? I'm loving it.
Last question. The Knicks hired Phil Jackson. What are your thoughts on them hiring as president of the organization?
Now, I covered Phil in Chicago when I worked at Fox Sports and Sports Channel Chicago back during the last 3 championships with Michael Jordan. So I know Phil and his mentality very well. He's a great piece to add to a puzzle right now that's all fractured. You look at the Knicks right now, everything is fractured, and they need some work getting everything back together. And Phil is a great guy as far as getting the mental aspect of the game down packed. Now, as far as a GM or a personnel director, I don't know. But as far as a coach, I know what he's done as a coach. You've got 11 NBA titles. You can't argue with that. But at least the Knicks, I believe, are going in the right direction. You bring a guy like that in here, and it will take notice as far as some of the players may wanting to come here. And also, if you start at the top of an organization and you put someone great in charge, it just trickles down.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.